Thank you for joining me today. What I'm going to do is show you how to make these little pumpkins out of the blocks that are from the Dollar Tree. I have them in two sizes, and I'll show you how I do them. Get the Jenga blocks, and then I put glue three together. Then take two pieces and put those on top and glue them, and then one piece on the top. That's going to be one side of the pumpkin. And I use the tight bond glue. I find that works the quickest and the fastest to set these up. Doesn't take long for them to dry at all, and they hold really tight. So there's the three pieces together. Then I'm going to glue the two pieces together. And I'll glue those on top of the three pieces. And then take the one piece and glue that on top of the two pieces. That's one side of the pumpkin. And I'm just going to take two pieces and I'll glue those together. And take the one piece and glue that on top of those two pieces. They're real quick and easy to make. And then I'll take those three pieces together and glue those to the three pieces on the other side. And there is your little pumpkin. To make the tall pumpkins, I just take and stack two of these on top of one another and glue them. And it's that easy to make the taller ones. Here's one that I had just done minutes ago that is nice and dry with the tight bond glue. And I'll paint it to show you. What I do to make the stems is I take one of the little blocks in my little saw and I cut it right in half. Just be careful because the saw is sharp, of course. And then that gives me two stems. And those I have used the stain from Waverly to stain the stems. Then I'm using the color, I think it's pumpkin orange from Waverly to paint this pumpkin. They're really quick and easy to make these. You can get quite a few out of one box of the blocks too. Hard to believe that fall's going to be here before you know it, but it is on the way. I do love fall. It's my favorite season. I love the colors. I love the crisp air. Nothing better than sitting out on the porch and having a cup of coffee in the morning when it's cooler and crisp like that. I think that's just the best time of the year. And then I'm just painting the top of the pumpkin. You can paint the bottom side if you want. I don't. Nobody sees that. But if you prefer, that's up to you. That's your decision. The ends of these blocks seem to suck up the paint a little bit more, a little more porous, so it definitely sucks in the paint there. Then I'm just going to glue my little stem on. You could use hot glue if you wanted. I just prefer the tight bond. It's a nice permanent hold. And there's one little pumpkin. And now I'm just going to decorate them. I've got these from Joann's Fabrics. And I'm just going to use some of these on a couple of the pumpkins. They're little berries. And those I do use the hot glue for. And always be careful with the hot glue because it is, of course, hot and it can burn very quickly. Some I just used the little berries on, some I used the berries and some jute, and then some I just used the jute to decorate them with. This last one I'm going to use some jute to make a little bowl instead. I can just find the end of it here. And you're just going to make a simple little bowl. It's that quick and easy. I'm sorry I'm off focus there. I'm still learning as I begin these videos, so if you just bear with me. And there's the last little pumpkin. And there they all are finished. I think they're going to look really cute this fall on. I think I'm going to put them on my fireplace. Then the next I did was I took a big can, tin can, and smashed one end of it. And I'm going to make a little pocket to put some flowers in. And what I have here is air dry clay by IOD. And I'm going to show you how I put the details on the bottom of the can. This clay is a little bit on the harder side. Normally it's quite soft, but it's towards the end here and I hadn't used it up right away. So, but you just push it down in their molds. I love their molds. The molds are also from IOD. They're very detailed and they're easy to work with. They have a nice rim on them so that way you can make it nice and crisp and clean. And you just press your clay down in there. I'm not going to do the whole thing, I'm just showing you how I did do the piece, and just pull it out. And there you have your detailing. Just showing that's just how I did it. Just glue it on the bottom. I took my glue, of course. I used a longer piece, of course, and then glued it right on there, let it set up and dry. And then clay usually takes, you know, a good day for it to be fully dry. So you can paint it right away if you want. I did start painting it and then I thought I'm just going to wait, because sometimes if you don't wait till it's good and dry, then you can mess up the detail if you're pressing a little too hard, and I didn't want to mess up the detail on it. So I waited, came back, and now I'm going to paint it in the color Butterscotch by Heirloom Traditions. They're all in one paint. And I'm using the dabber. I just find on metal it works a lot easier to just dab it on. You don't need as many coats of paint then. And the little dabbers I get from the Dollar Tree, I think they come 3 in a pack. 3 different sizes. And just dab that all on there. And I apologize, I should have showed how I smashed the can, but I didn't want the noise of it's pretty loud. I just took and held the one side and took the hammer and smashed it down till it was meeting at the very bottom. And I'm just going to take my brush and get into those detailed areas. Like I said, you can paint it when it's wet. I just prefer to paint it when it's dry, so that way I can get in there and I'm not making any brush marks or dab marks on the detail. And this would look cute on a door or on a little door handle. Be cute to hang up. You never believe it's a tin can. I didn't put the details on the back of the can either. I just figured I'd the clay can get kind of pricey, and I didn't want to waste it. No one's going to see the back side of it. And then this is just the second coat that I'm putting on the back side. So 2 quick coats and it's done. Now that it's dry, I'm going to take some floral foam and I'm going to hot glue that in on the bottom. Again, be careful when you're using the hot glue, especially with the metal, because it conducts that heat and it can get pretty warm. And I don't want anybody burning their fingers for sure. And then what I'm doing is I've got these wood beads that are from the Dollar Tree. They're on some jute, and I'm just going to glue one end to each side so it's got a little handle to hang the little metal basket from. I'm sorry again for being off the side with this. I'm still learning. Be patient with me. I just love this butterscotch color too. To me, I like the yellows and stuff. It reminds me of the leaves in the fall. And all the flowers that I have laying here, these were all from the Dollar Tree. They've got a pretty nice selection this year. Their sunflowers are quite nice, to be honest. They're pretty nice quality. Little pumpkins are nice too. So they have a nice selection this year, but I definitely did pick up quite a few bundles of the sunflowers because I do love sunflowers for the fall. And there is the basket hanging. Now I'm just going to put a few flowers in there. Start with some of the sunflowers. And then those little red flowers. I don't know what those are called, but I do like sunflowers. They just remind me of fall so much. I'm excited too. I live in Wisconsin, central part of Wisconsin, and they have a huge display of sunflowers in a town that's nearby to me, and you can go and get your pictures taken. They have old equipment out there, trucks and all of that. I'm so excited to take the grandkids and go look at all those sunflowers this late summer, early fall. If I think of it, I'll take a little video and put it on my channel too to show you. It's just so pretty. Just so pretty to see. Definitely gives the vibe of fall, that's for sure. But it's a very short time frame that they have that open, but it is just something worth viewing for sure. If you live in Wisconsin, it's definitely worth taking the drive to go see it. It's beautiful. Couldn't decide, did I want a pine cone in there or a pumpkin or more of these red flowers, so they decided to go with one more of the red flowers. I thought about adding these other berries and then added a pumpkin. And there you go, you got a cute little hanging basket. That cost you a vegetable for supper. That's all it was. And there I have it hanging up. Thanks for watching.